Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think you'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this?
I
How you cannot go
Baby,
here?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Come on in, you guys. We're going to chat a little bit today. I just want you guys to know we are still covering the Naziah Harris disappearance case, you guys. Naziah Harris is still missing. We don't know where she's at, and we're gathering information, you guys. You guys know how I rock it, you know. We do what we do. I first want to reach out and say, hey, Sanja, she was the first one in the building. How you doing, sweetheart? Tina Powers is in here. Oh, my Maz is looking good. Lisa Taylor, thank you for showing up. That's the member, being a member. I don't know, Lisa. I need to make you a mod over here. I don't know. I'm going to have to go in and just read up on it. You need to be because I know you're a mod on the other channel. You're supposed to be a mod over here, and I have to give you that wrench. I'm gonna look into that, or I'm gonna ask somebody to look into that for me, so you can get that wrench over here. You've been rocking with us so long. I just appreciate you. And then who else we got up in the building? We got Monique Hall. She's in here. She's been around for a minute. We got Kat. We got Magazine, Elma, and then we got Woke to God. We got our mods up in the building, you guys. I'm gonna tell you something. And then we got Selena Monroe been coming in here. How you doing? Selena Monroe had a question the other day, and we didn't get into it. We got Super Shauna in the building. How you doing? You guys? And Selena, you might have to remind me what that question was. I just remember when we got off the chat, I was just so Like, I had some other stuff on my mind, some other stuff was taking place, but I want to share something with you guys. And you guys being a family, you guys gonna hear first. You're not, you know me. When you know me. I'm just like a pregnant woman in the 10th month. I can't hold water. But I tell you this. When it all comes down and comes out, you guys remember that I told you to keep your calm, keep your cool. You may not agree with a lot of things that I say, a lot of things that I do, but a lot of things that I say is not a theory. A lot of things that I do is not a theory. Sometimes I'll say what I say because it is a fact. I can't tell you it's a fact or how it's a fact, but I guarantee you when I say it's a fact or it's not true, I'm telling you that because I know for a fact. She said, I'm doing fine, just praying for Naziah. Well, hey, it do be what it be. But Tina, and I wanna reach out and say to Tina, because I know on here I have to explain sometimes when I say something. And people were like, why you not attacking this person or that person? And I would say, well, I ain't got a problem with that person. Just because somebody did something to you doesn't mean they did it to me or why I should be mad. I don't know if you're telling me the truth. I don't know if you're telling me a lie. You guys understand what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just like, say, for instance, and I'm going to give you a really good example. If Sanjay Watts is my friend, and say, for instance, Tina Power said, she was talking bad about you. Well, and you still see me talking to Sanjay Watts. I don't really know if she was, but I guarantee you in time, I'll figure it out. But I'm going to still continue talking to Sanjay Watts until I either ask her or she tells me, or I find out, I hear from the horse's mouth, you done recorded it, and now I know. And when I know, that's when my discernment, not only discernment, but my whole inner self would be like, now I got a problem with Sanjay Watts. You know what I'm saying? But until then, I'm not going to have a problem with her. I will keep my eyes open, my ears open. You understand what I'm saying? She said Tina would be lying. I don't have her number. I know you don't, girl. You don't have nobody's number but mine. And I like it like that, too. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I made you guys as an example. Because you guys know, like we don't even play like that around here. We just don't. We keep it respectful. We definitely, when you heard the intro, don't ever forget that when we have a guest that comes on here, you guys, don't bash them when we're talking to them and they're giving us information or whatever. Don't bash them. I don't care if it takes us 20 years to grow this channel to 50,000 or 70,000. I don't care. Do not bash our guests. Do not bash anybody that we're interviewing. Do not do that. We are very respectful. If we're looking for the children over here, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, we're going to ask a lot of questions, but we are very respectful over here, and we want to keep that kind of, reputation, because that's the only way that we can get interviews. That's the only way people will talk. You guys understand what I'm saying? So please don't do that, because you guys are a reflection of me. Now, when you want to go and get all ignorant and crazy, and I said the word ignorant, that's what my mama would say. Y'all got to go to another channel and do all of that, because we don't do it over here. We just ain't gonna do it, because that's how you get a bad reputation. You know what I'm saying? But our reputation has been good for 5-6 years, and we're gonna keep it like that. We don't care if the other channels get 50,000 million views. We don't care. We want answers. We want questions. We want people to tell us what they're thinking, how they feel, what's going on, and things of that nature. And I'm telling you guys this, it's just like, you know, um, just remember, and I know you guys know this because you guys was all raised the same way I was raised, basically. Not in the same house, but you know, like when mama or grandma finna take you somewhere, they tell you before you step out the house, they be like, are y'all getting ready to go in the store? Don't be asking me no questions. Don't go in there saying, asking, can you spend the night? Don't be asking me to buy you this and buy you that. Don't be talking to grown folks. Don't be sitting on grown folks' laps. You go in there and you sit down. When we get in here, you sit down. And that's what you do. So that's the thing about us over here. We're grown, but we know that you may put yourself or put the channel in a bad lighting just because you want to just blurt out some stuff about somebody. Okay? But when there's time to blurt out some stuff that ain't adding up, that don't look right, you know, we always gonna question that. So somebody asked me the other day, why is it that you don't have a problem like I got a problem with Shannon? Why you don't have a problem with Shannon? I didn't have a problem with Shannon because Shannon ain't did nothing. All I see is a child came up missing. You know, da 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 da. Only thing what we hear, not what content creators has told us, what we hear and what we know. And until then, until there is some facts that you know, not that you think, that you believe, your theory, your opinion, your discernment, you done put two rods together, knocked them together, and went to a certain spot in the river. No, that you know. When I say no, it's got to be a fact. Either you got some kind of way to get that information. Okay? And when you got a fact and no, now you got a problem. And I'm telling you, I got a problem with Shannon. I got a problem with Shannon, you guys. I got a big problem with Shannon. Okay? I'm letting you guys know that right now. And everybody say, SP, we was trying to tell you, you couldn't tell me nothing. Because you wasn't telling me no facts. You hadn't told me nothing that made sense, that I could go and get some facts. But I guarantee you something with Shannon is way off. Way, way, way off. And I'm kind of mad now. Because we're looking for this baby while everybody else is getting the backlash of this whole situation. They running around. Now, I'm not saying they happy because she got her own problems right now. And you know what? I don't sit there and go, hey, yay, she, you know, another black woman down, you know, and all this other stuff. You know? But you know, you put somebody else's kid in danger, and then you acting like you're an innocent person, and you acting like that you care, and none of you don't. I didn't see Shannon cry. Everybody just get on the stand and act like woo woo woo, like they didn't have a problem. But honey, you know, you never know who knows who. Huh? Let me tell you something. When we dig, we dig. And you guys will give me 5 stars. You guys would give me 5 stars if you knew what I knew right now. The family knows me. Sanja knows me. Woke the God knows me. Tina knows me very well. That I speak in riddles, but they know what I'm talking about. So, I don't. She said, I sent to remind you, but you need to watch the video. I can't watch a whole video of somebody else's content. What was it, sweetheart? Because, see, I don't want to take somebody else's content. Because, actually, in all reality, I don't want to say something negative about any content creator. I just don't. They're going to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say what they say. And I can't answer what another content creator put out there. Let me see. Because both of my phones are down. Oh, who found the clothing and it isn't the white man? It really concerns me. Let me know if you have the link. Still, I can send it to you. Okay. About of who actually found her clothes. Okay. So here's the thing on that. I couldn't tell you for sure who found the clothes. I can't tell you. It's actually footage. Here's the thing, Selena. And it don't have to be a lie. It can be some footage. Oh, I found the shoe. Oh, I found the jacket or whatever. But, you know, if a man found it, a layperson, or Roxy found it, or whoever found it, you know, it makes a person look at that person there who found it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really a big factor of who found it, because what would a person get out of it? Like right now, if we say Juju found the shoe. If right now, if the detective did not say he found the shoe, and we say Juju found the shoe. Everybody put it in the chat, Juju found the shoe. What does it change if Juju found the shoe or not? In court, it will change some things. Just thinking about it intellectually, that if the court say Juju found the shoe instead of the detective found the shoe, who is Juju and who is he connected to? And do Juju smoke weed? And did Juju put the shoe there? And if Juju had anything, and now we got to go and investigate Juju and get his phone and find out where Juju been, and do he know Shannon, and did he touch the baby, and do he know Jarvis, and do you see what I'm saying? So regardless of who found the shoe or the clothing, when you call the detective, if even just like the lady says, I found it, guess what? She didn't only find the ID, she removed it from the place and went somewhere, and then they had to meet her, and then she had to show them where she found it at. Now, if Juju found the shoe in the clothing, and I'm just giving you my analysis of the whole situation, is that a credible person to come on the stand? And do Juju got something to gain? And it makes the detective look bad. But when Juju find the shoe, or Roxy find the shoe, and they call the detective up, or say, hey, we got a shoe over here. They're not going to say, hey, a layperson found this shoe. The layperson name is Juju Smith. And so we come over here. They're not going to add nobody in the equation that is... Trust me, Juju really don't want what he think they want. Even if he found the shoe. Hey, I found the shoe. Good job. Way to go. That's, a pat on the back. Thank you, Juju. But I tell you what, it looks kind of weird that they found the clothing. Why everybody want to find this clothing? It wasn't the clothing she was wearing. Everybody say, it was that black hoodie, girl. Let me tell you something. The shoe was stuck inside the onesie, okay? Does not make sense why the shoe is stuck inside the onesie. That was not the shoe she was wearing. Where's the colorful jacket? Find that, Juju. We need Juju to find that. Now, if Juju find that colorful jacket, then we got a problem. But if Juju found this and called the detectives and said, hey, and the detective says, yeah, we found this shoe over here. Then the detective found the shoe over there, whether you led him to that or whatever. People give tips all the time, and people give, well, I see a shoe over there. I don't know if that's the shoe that y'all looking for, but Juju found the shoe. But you see what I'm saying? I don't know if I explained it, and I don't want Selena to think that it's a bad thing, but I don't think Juju really want to be on that stand getting all these praises about finding a shoe that a little girl wasn't wearing the day that we seen her come up missing. Because they would drag Juju and Juju's family and Juju's mama and Juju's kids all over the place. You guys understand what I'm saying? It's a lot. Let me tell you, these YouTube streets and Facebooks and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and you name it, they will tear your life apart about this baby. I'm telling you, they will tear it apart. They will wish you had not said nothing. Okay? Even when you're doing the right thing, they will still drag you, your whole family, everything that y'all had hidden, all the bones in the closet, all the stuff you buried from your mama to your daddy to your kids to your grandkids. They will tear everything apart. And until your kids are taken, like I said, why do Shannon have a lab freezer in the birthday video? I don't know. You're going to have to ask Shannon, Kristen. You're going to have to ask Shannon why she have a lab freezer. I don't know about a lab freezer. Why you say a lab freezer? I haven't seen that birthday video. You're going to have to send it to me. Yes, he is looking for attention that he really don't want. I don't think he knows, Miss King. I don't think he knows. Like, let me tell you guys something, okay? And you can take this to the bank, okay? So, because I came on here so we could talk about Shannon a little bit. So, this Naziah came up missing. And the last person to see Naziah, everybody said, oh, it was you, Shannon, because you seen her going off to school. And then it would be Annette, because Annette, you drove her to school. Then it would be the teacher, because the teacher, you seen her and she got on the bus. Then you would go to the bus driver and say, you say, well, the bus driver, because the bus driver, you let her off, and she got off at that stop, so I'm pretty sure they talked to the bus driver, and the bus driver says she got off. There's pictures showing she got off at that stop. And then there's other people that, when Jarvis picked her up, King said, oh, we picked her up at Angel's Liquor, or getting Angel's Liquor. I don't know if they're getting Angel's Liquor or they're at Angel's Liquor store. I have no clue. But they end up at the shop, and then you got another person, that's Jarvis's sister, that says she seen Naziah going to and fro in the to the corner store to get, snacks or bathroom or whatever. So you got all these people, and some of these people are I wouldn't say regret that they have to tell where they seen this child at last, but I'm gonna tell you something. So a lot of these videos on YouTube is coming after Shannon and Annette. And like I said at first, I'm like, okay, I've been looking at videos. I look at other people's content to get a understanding what they're saying. And I see what they're saying. But until I not believe what they're saying, because you can tell me something 50 million times, And I'm not going to believe it until I know. And when I say I know for a fact, it ain't what a content creator put on their channel, because most of what content creators put on their channel is, they're reaching, and that ain't nothing wrong with reaching, but a lot of it is you get one part of information and then you try to puzzle it together. Doesn't make it right, but it doesn't make it wrong either. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let them do them. The hand don't tell the feet where to go. You see what I'm saying? The hand can't tell the feet where to go. Okay? Everybody got a reason for why their content, especially YouTubers, have their content. I believe all content is good enough to sometimes either bring people to the front or be able to try to figure out and ask questions. A lot of them is in there for clicks and views. You guys know we don't deal with the clicks and views, because we can have 4 people in here and we done had it and we still come on. We might come on late. We might even not come on to the next day, but we come on faithfully 2 or 3 times a week, no matter what, because we believe that God gave us something in this world to do, and as a group, because I know I can't do it by myself, as a group. Go ahead, Tina, ask the question. Matter of fact, you can call me. We can figure it out. Now, I know I can't tell you everything I know, you guys, and I'm saddened, but like in the Cash case, when I say I know, I know. King Hill case, when I say I know, I know. Okay? And let that tell you, for those of you that know me, know what I just said. Okay? But I got a problem with Shannon now. Here come Miss Tina. Hey, Miss Tina.
How you doing?
I'm doing great today, but I'm a little nervous.
Why?
I can't tell you why, but I'm just nervous. I'm just
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
well, it's just that's why we just came on here just to chit chat. I'm just letting the family know. Let me suck a lot of stuff in, but I do got a problem with Shannon.
I do too.
Okay, what's going on?
So you know how, like, okay, everybody is trying to find this baby, right?
Yes.
They're meaning well. Okay, okay. So everybody's trying to, find this baby, and everybody is meaning well. Okay, let me put that out there to you.
Right.
Okay? Everybody is meaning well. So you know how, like, we teach our children, right, how to respect adults, right?
Right.
So where does the adults respect the children? Meaning, like, Naziah. Okay, so you know how, like, Shannon and all them was, in the room or whatever, and all that cussing and fussing. Okay, so we're trying to teach them how to respect us, but if they don't see the respect that we given to them, then how are they going to react to that?
Well, you're right. Kids are walking recorders
And sponges.
and sponges, and they act accordingly to the environment. They adapt.
Exactly.
They adapt to that environment, and then what they see, they either become or they go against it. Well, what she became is she became a part of the environment.
Right.
And so when people of that nature is raised like that, they believe that, they believe everybody does that. I mean, what I'm trying to explain to you is like, okay, here's the thing. when you have somebody that cheats on you, and you come to them, and or they come to you, you in a relationship with somebody, and then they say you're cheating, and you're not cheating, right?
Right.
And you sit back and go, why they keep thinking that I'm cheating? You know why they think that you're cheating? Because they're cheating.
They're doing it.
Because they're cheating, and they think everybody cheats.
Yep.
That's why they think you're cheating, because they're thinking I'm cheating, and I got all this leisure time, so you got a lot of leisure time, so you're cheating too.
Right. Right.
So when you're in a atmosphere where there's a lot of dysfunctional people that has been messed around with, played with, a lot of drugs, got a lot of sex stuff going on with the kids, with the family, incest, all that stuff. They believe it's natural, and they know that it's not right, and it's not good, and it's embarrassing, but they believe like nobody didn't stop me from getting hurt. So you don't know about that, but so when you start talking to them, they just feel attacked.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Yes, ma'am.
So they couldn't show her love because they didn't ever have love. How you expect Shannon and Annette to show? I don't even know why these people even had these kids and got to keep them. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Shannon don't have her kids.
Oh, yeah, no.
Period. None of them.
None of them.
And somebody said, did she really even have a baby? Because you know somebody was pregnant at the same time, and that could be somebody else's baby. No, she got 5, and she ain't got now one of them.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then here's the thing. If she ain't got her kids, why is it right now she ain't got her kids? Why? Why she ain't got her kids? If you got a, hold on. If you got a roof over your head, you got food in your refrigerator, the kids are going to school, you got running water because you gotta have electricity, then you got your kids.
Right.
Can't nobody take your kids.
No.
Why is it that she do not have her kids?
Because of this mess right here.
No, it ain't because of this mess, honey. It's because it's continuing to happen. It's continuing. The lifestyle that you live is still living. Why? Because when the inspectors come in, they're not coming in from 2 years ago or a year ago. They're coming in and saying, hey, let me look in your refrigerator. Hey, let me look and is the kids going to school? Let me talk to the kids. Is somebody touching the kids? Hey, kids, we need to talk to you. It ain't about Naziah. It's about now.
Wow. Well, okay, well, I dropped the mic.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got it.
You know?
I got it. Mm-hmm.
And if we're talking about the one baby girl that was Naziah's friend because she's closer to her age, Janiah, whatever. You know, somebody has said that Janiah, some girl was touched and some girl was mad about being touched, and she told, and then somebody got a whooping. Now, if that was true, and it could be true, it could be more reasonable to be true, and the child got a whooping for telling.
Okay, so why did the child get a whooping for telling?
You got to ask the person. You have to ask the person that whooped that child. Right?
Wow.
Because I'm not whooping the child for telling me she got touched.
No, I'm not. No.
Right. I mean, It doesn't even make sense. I would listen to the child and start doing some investigation and separating them.
That's right.
And if you did something of that nature, then that shows that you're in control. You probably wasn't in control of the baby being touched or whatever. But now that you know something could have happened, then separate that situation so it won't happen.
Right.
And or it won't continue to happen. Because just like a roaring lion, it seeks to devour. It'll keep going and until it see a weakness. You on the phone, you down the street, you went to go get your hair washed, you outside planting the garden, and then that's when they do what they do. Kids are very manipulating when it comes to looking. It's just like a crackhead. Some people be thinking that I don't know what's going on, but I had to either have these type of people in my life or in my family or something. But it only takes a matter of a New York minute.
Right.
They're so sneaky,
Exactly.
And kids go, when it comes to kids are going to try to experiment with each other, with things and animals, and watch things that they're not supposed to. They're always inquisitive. You could be in a room with a kid and y'all could be talking about baking a cake and the kid is playing the game. The minute you say something about some sex, their eyes buck open. They ain't moving the control no more. They're trying to zoom in and listen to what you got to say.
Exactly. Kids are like sponges.
But for her, I have a problem with Shannon because some things are not adding up. And she's acting like she's this victim and she don't know, and she got on that stand. And I'll record the thing tomorrow and really look at Shannon's testimony. But I'm gonna tell you something, Tina, and you know me. When I say I got a problem with Shannon now, it's something that I know. It's not something that I believe or whatever. And it'll all come out in the wash.
Oh yeah, everything's gonna come out in the wash.
And Shannon got some explaining. I mean, she may not ever explain all what she done did, but Shannon done did some mess.
In that birthday party video that is circulating around YouTube streets, where Grandma, she asked Jarvis, "What you came here, now you flying out of here?"
Okay.
Yeah, that video,
that
video at the birthday party, that is circulating.
Okay.
I seen it.
Okay.
If you want me to,
no.
If you want me to, I'll send it.
No.
No. Okay.
No, because that's not going to bring Naziah back.
I know.
See, we get tangled up into the drama instead of the facts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, it's good to know. If you want to send it to me, send it to me. If you want me to,
there's another video.
You want me to see it, but it's not going to bring Naziah home. It ain't going to bring 1 ounce of information where that baby is.
No.
Is it? It does show the character of the people, and that's why it's important. But people displace why the video is out there. It's not out there for the, to bring Naziah home. It's out there so you guys can see the character that Naziah was around.
Right.
Okay?
And
But
there's another video out there. It's a bowling alley video, and the uncle of Naziah, remember the dude that had the beer in his hand dancing around with Naziah?
yeah.
He's recording her.
Okay.
I'm I'm just letting you know what's out there. Um,
Oh, I know it's out there. Trust and believe. I probably seen it or somebody slung it to me, and
and
it. And if you didn't sling
Shannon's
it to me,
sitting there.
somebody slung it to me.
Shannon's sitting right there, pregnant. I'm trying to tell her belly poking out.
But I'm gonna tell you something. This is the question, and you know sometimes people don't understand why content creators have a content page and they create it. And my biggest focus is, where's the baby? Where's Naziah? Where is this young lady at? Like, can we bring her home? Can not the foolery? The foolery is going to be out there, and I know we're a part of some of the foolery. Don't get me wrong. We don't got clean hands, but we are a very respectful channel.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to keep it that way because we have people that's going to come on here. And what I know, they're going to share with you guys. And you guys are going to say, SP said she knew. SP said, yeah, she in there. Because if I decide to go to Detroit, I want to know where I need to be looking.
Right.
I want to know, did the child ever leave Detroit to this Yosemite town? I want to know. That's why I said, okay, this person's telling the truth because it was dark. This person is telling the truth. This person's on the stand crying because they caught up in this.
Right.
And they don't want to destroy their own life. And they want to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be honest with you. It's a lot of feelings in there. And when you connect with those feelings, you know they truthful. You crying, ain't nobody shouted. Nobody yelled at you. They just went back in the back to ask questions and you boo-hooing crying. Okay. But why is this lady over here saying when they showed up, it was light outside, and when they left, it was light outside? Did Naziah even reach the house? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to know. Did she ever reach the house?
Yeah. And you do know that the grandmother Annetta, came on the news and was like, you guys do know that it is against the law to hold this child. So if you guys have her, you need to let her go.
Girl, I'm about to tell you. Annette, she needs to sit down somewhere.
And I'm sitting there like, why would you get on national TV and say something like that?
It's crazy.
Zena says that birthday party video is out there because Annette said Jarvis didn't come to her house and he was right there and she was asking him why he's not coming around more. Well, we know Annette is a liar. We know Annette really don't care for Naziah because you didn't even go look for the girl when she came up missing.
It took her 2 days?
No, she went to the school the next day.
Yeah, the next day.
And while she was at the school, Shannon was at the courthouse filing papers for paternity. So wasn't nobody looking for Naziah on the 9th or the 10th.
Nope.
You've got 48 hours. What is that? 2 days already. Well, you might as well look at it. You might as well look at it 24 hours.
No urgency, no crying, no nothing.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Think about this. And I'm saying When somebody already have charges against them, they're never going to get out of prison. They're not going to say anything because they already got to finish what they were doing, because you got a gun charge. You got a gun charge. Okay? So now you got this gun charge and you've got these other sexual charges. So everybody gonna think, you did this.
Well, that was my question. Where does the respect? We always say the children needs the respect, but how do we respect the children?
Well,
it goes both ways, don't it? That's what.
Well, you respect the children by being a parent and making sure they have a roof over their head, no pedophiles in the house, food in the house, not pedophiles. Pedophile is not a food. Have food in the house, running water, and some electricity. All the other necessities you do not need. You can go down to the Quick Trip and get toilet paper. You can go to the churches and get food. So, only thing that a parent really actually has to have is a roof over their head. And anybody that has kids, they know that the government will help them get a roof over their head.
Amen.
You just got to be a little bit consistent in trying to tell them you ain't got nowhere to go with all these kids or whatever. But why would you go and adopt a kid, put this kid in the house with 6, 7 other kids, bring a pedophile in the house, lock up the refrigerator, and you won't even let the biological mother that's on crack see the child, but you'll let a biological pedophile see the child and take the child with him? That don't even make sense.
That's messed up. I don't want to cuss because I almost said that other word.
And now I do believe that Shannon was making some of those text messages herself and acting like she was Naziah to Jarvis. I do believe that now. I sure do. I believe Naziah was making a lot of them, but she was making a lot of them too.
Oh, yeah.
And Naziah did not know that. Because let me tell you something. A little girl in my custody or a little girl around me or my niece or whatever, they using my phone and I know their password and stuff. Oh, I'm going to see what you done said or did. I don't care if you didn't delete all of it. So you knew. These women just didn't care.
Nope.
They wanted, they low self-esteem women that did not care.
And Shannon knew that Jarvis was touching and feeling all over her. She knew that.
Yeah, she knew.
With his sick self.
So she couldn't stop him from coming, and she didn't want to stop him from coming because he was coming to see the kids. One of the ladies on the stand said that, she let him use the car because, he'd go see his kids, and she never would stop him to go see his kids. He was a good father. What good father? I know. Okay, I do understand when a child needs the father in his life. I get that. I understand that. And I do understand now why these women did not know, because people do think that just because they are registered that everybody should have known this. Well, it's whatever they told you. Wouldn't you believe that to be the truth? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you can go look it up on Otis, or you can go look it up on whatever, but it's not going to tell you the detail. This person is an offender or such and such or whatever, but it's not going to tell you the detail. So they can tell you a story that you may believe, like, oh, you remember I got this neighbor, the house just burnt down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it did. I don't know why Diesel keep going over there. I think he trying to figure out that something was it, because they just took out the whole freaking pool And me and my husband is like, why is they took out the pool, but Diesel be over there? I might need to let Diesel keep going over there. Maybe something's over there. Because remember the girl came over to the house talking about, give me my baby or something. I said, I don't care, I ain't got your baby. I had to call the police on this woman.
Wow.
But anyway, they were sex offenders, right?
Right.
Because their probation officer came to my house. I'm living next door to him. And the probation officer asked me, do you see little kids over there? You know, I thought for a minute, and I thought, you know what? I haven't seen no little kids over there. And I'm in and out my house all the time. Give me your number. Matter of fact, I still got it right here on my mirror.
Wow.
Anyway, he says to me, if you see any kids over there, give me a call. That's what he tells me. And you know what I told him? I most certainly will. I most certainly will. I never seen no kids over there. But the house burned down. I think they were smoking crack in the top part, in the attic part of the house, because the house is only but a 1-story, but the fire got caught fire up in the attic. But nevertheless, they tore the pool out. Anyway, so they do check up on people and things of that nature. But had I seen anything, I would have said something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Wow.
I forgot where the Lord was sending me with that. I was trying to tell you something. You know I'm going to have to call you later. But I got to work tonight. So, yeah. Hey! 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 But, I wish I had time to, kick it with you tonight. But I got to go to work tonight. But anyway, Tina said, uh-oh. Uh-oh. SP don't get nervous for nothing. I don't get nervous. I get nervous after the situation. While in a situation, I'm not nervous at all. I'm very approachable.
This baby has been giving me sleepless nights.
I want to find this baby. And
I do too.
I want to go to Detroit.
Well, let's take a ride.
But, honey, here's the thing. And I'm not worried about the money part, but it is a lot of money. $1,500. I don't know. Everybody else got it like that, but I don't have it like that. But here's the thing. I will go if I knew where to look.
Right.
Because people think that the police has did this wonderful job. And here's the thing. Selena was in here saying somebody else found the shoe. Why is such and such? That's what I'm saying. They ain't looked as bad as much as everybody think.
Right. Everybody's dropping the ball on this baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
And I don't care if somebody else get the glory and the pets on the back. Just, can we at least bring her home?
Yeah.
Golly. Haven't she been through enough?
Yep. She has.
I don't want to go back and forth with Shannon and Anita and Marquita and Kenyetta and, Janari and Shafari. I just don't.
Right.
To go back and forth with them for what? Who was what? You guys all is the blame. Period.
Point blank, period.
And until somebody get hurt, you guys was going to continue doing what you're doing. Fighting over the money. Y'all still acting a fool.
Well,
Go get a job. Make no money off of this baby. That's crazy.
that's nuts.
And her life is gone. It's more important than whatever they talking about. A birthday party or whatever. It's,
Balloons and stuff.
I mean,
Take
it.
the money and put it in good use for Nazaya. Like a bench or something.
Girl, I'm tired. But I'm going to tell you something, Tina. I'm tired of benches. I'm tired of street names. I'm tired of billboards. I'm so tired of it. Shoot, why we gotta do the after effect situation? It still doesn't bring the child back. We don't learn. Here's another one. Here's another Naziah. Here's another Naziah. Here's another one. Here's another one. And the grown-ups are still acting the same, sitting there. I don't know why they what. Just like Jarvis said, I don't know what the heck's going on. What it got to do with me? Ain't that the same thing Henry Dinkins said?
Yes, girl.
He said the same thing.
He said the same thing.
I was shocked when he said it. He was like, I don't know what the heck is going on. What that got to do with me?
Exactly.
I said to myself, it was like the spirit in him came out of Henry Dinkins, went into Jarvis, and it shook my whole world when he said that. I said, oh my God. They're saying the exact same thing. Did you hear that?
Yep. I heard it.
I said to myself, I said, people didn't even hear what he just said. I don't know what the heck is going on. And I don't know what they looking for. What do that got to do with me?
Yep. I heard it.
I said to myself, I said, I know already I'm going to have to go, and I'll probably be up there in Detroit.
A different state, a different name, but a different circumstance.
Breasia, and now we
Breasia.
in Naziah.
Yeah.
And right before Naziah, there was what was that girl named Zion or Zion or something like that. Her name started with a Z. And her cousin took her out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Zion or something like that.
Zion. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is happening all over the and this is what they say. This is happening all over the world. Yeah, it does happen all over the world, but I'm telling you, Detroit is like a septic tank full of them.
Yes.
Trust and believe, there is, pedophiles all over the place. Like I said, I got one right next door to me. Well, they're not there now, but they're trying to build that house back up, and they are. But here's the thing. They're not as bold as they are. They're not killing the kids. We're catching them and we're making good examples out of the people that's doing something to them. But Detroit is just letting it just all hang out. Like, this is what we do.
Like, this is what we do on a normal basis.
And I'm like, it's not like that everywhere. You don't have to be so like that. I mean, protect your kids with 100% all the time. But, yeah.
Just bring this baby home. I mean, that's all we want. That's all we want is bringing this baby
But,
home.
ain't nobody, even, how many times we gonna say, we want the baby, we want the baby? That ain't gonna let them tell us where the baby's at.
Yep.
Because they got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
They got nothing to lose.
Her family members was in the courtroom, and they said, "Well, I'm not trying to disrespect you, Judge, but all we want is where Naziah's at. Tell us, Jarvis," and he just walked right on out the courtroom. Like they ain't saying nothing.
Right?
That pissed me off, and excuse my language. That really irked my nerves. They did. And he didn't even say nothing.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, hey, the hell?
He pleaded not guilty, but, he may change his plea later on. But she said, look by the shop or his old house or his old streets. Yeah, Renee, that is definitely, yeah, the police done look through all of that.
Oh, Lord, girl.
Yeah.
This baby is really babies that we done, this baby right here, Amari, and this one right here, I mean, oh Lord have mercy.
Well, you do know they just sentenced the one that Amari case.
Yeah, I heard that yesterday.
Yeah, they gave him 22 years to life.
Well, he go enjoy his new residency.
Yeah, and then,
And Taylor, she could be the little whore that she is. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's what she is.
well,
She could be the little whore that she is.
she didn't learn anything. I guarantee you, we'll see her face again.
Yep.
And then, yet Gotti just got out of jail today
Yeah.
on the Young Thug case.
Young Thug case.
He finally just got out. Let me see what else is going on. That's about it. That's
Well, I
about it.
don't recall. Woody, I don't recall.
Yeah, he's social media famous now.
Oh, well, let him be that. But anyway, SP, I'm gonna jump off of here and get a shower. I'm gonna be listening.
Well, I'm not gonna stay on here long because I'm gonna take me a nice shower and try to calm it down. I just took my blood pressure medicine. Maybe that'll calm me down
Yeah,
because it's a lot.
it is. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous. We got this, girl.
Yeah, we do.
We got this.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Anyway,
All
I'm
right.
gonna let you finish up.
All right.
All right. Love y'all.
That was Miss Tina. I don't know why I'm not charging on my phone. My phone been uncharged all freaking day, hanging up on people and stuff. Just crazy. And knowing I only got 17% of charge. You guys, try to figure out if I went to Detroit, y'all try to figure out where we would look for Naziah. Because we're still asking questions and people aren't giving us our answers. I mean, they can't tell us something that they don't know. You know? Hey, matter of fact, while I'm on here, let me try to call this girl. Oh, hold on. On my 17% phone. Or should we do it tomorrow? We'll do it tomorrow. I done had enough for today. I done had enough for today. Golly. Because I done figured out something, you guys. I believe... I better not say that while I'm on here. Okay, you guys. We'll make the phone call tomorrow. I promise you guys. We'll make the phone call tomorrow. I done had enough. Zion. That's right, Zena. Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. I do have to talk to some of the mods today when I reach out. If I got some downtime, I'll reach out to you because I need certain attitudes and personalities and things like that in the chat at all times. Please keep things professional for me, would you please? And because I pray to God and I said Lord, and Zen can tell you, I prayed. I said, Zen, everybody's getting interviews and we can't get an interview. And we the respectable channel. We the Christian channel. We covered by God. We ain't down there trying to attack nobody, harass people, threatening people, dragging them in the mud. We ain't doing all that because that ain't going to bring Naziah back. And, the Lord always open up doors for you. But I didn't believe I was going to hear what I heard today. So, anyway. Sometimes you ask for it, you ask for what you get. You don't know if you can really take in everything that you ask for. Sometimes you may not want what you ask for, or now you don't know, like you're feeling some kind of way. Diesel, tell him, you feeling some kind of way? Huh? Speak, boy. You feeling some kind of way? Speak. What? Speak, boy. You feeling some kind of way too? He said he's feeling that way too, you guys. On that note, I'm finna get out of here. Say bye, Diesel. Say bye, baby. You gonna say bye? He said bye, y'all. You wanna go outside and play, don't you? All right. You wanna go outside? All right, bye.